So just following on from that, I'm going to make a quick pattern using that morphing idea, but kind of make a bit more of a field of those symbols. I've got still that target in my clipboard, and I might just pop that to the top left like so. And I'm going to make 4 variations of that for 4 corners of my pattern. So I'll Option Shift drag that one over to the right hand side, and then I'll Option Shift drag these down and create 4 kind of corners, something like that. Alright, now I want to make them a little bit different. To start with, the alternate corners I want to be a different color. So I'm going to select the pink of this element here and turn that orange. And over here I'm going to do the same and turn that orange. But then I want to make all of them slightly different, and that's going to make kind of for interesting shape variation in the pattern. So I might have to kind of zoom into each one of them and go into the group, and holding Option down and Shift, I can just make some quick kind of variations to these. And out of that one, double click to come into this one, and make it a little bit sort of bulkier. Over, oops, come out of that pattern and into this pattern. Make this one quite lean. And come out of that group as well. So we've got our 4 variations. Oh, these are looking a bit kind of similar. What shall I do? I'll go into this one and make that. Yeah, that's good. So I've got 4 different variations there. So I'll take these 2 and blend them, make a blend between those. That's looking kind of cool. I'll blend these 2 as well. Looking awesome. Let's select both of them and go back into our blend options and change it to specific steps and drop the steps down a little bit so that the space between them is a bit more open. Now it'd be great if we could just blend between this blend and that blend. Fortunately we can't do that. So what I'm going to do is expand these blends and turn them into groups essentially. So under the blend menu we can actually go expand. There's also an expand option here. So we'll go blend and then expand. And then if I look at our outlines, we can see that that's turned into shape. So it's not editable anymore, unfortunately. But to just get this effect, that's what I need to do. We'll blend this shape group between this shape group, and that'll make our pattern. Excellent. Go back into our blend tool and our blend options, change it to specific steps, drop it down to 4. It's looking quite good. And now we've got this interesting sort of undulating pattern of morphed objects, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's not as dynamic or editable as maybe it could be, but there is editing that we can do to it. Of course, if we wanted to change the spacing between these objects, we can kind of do that with altering the spine, the blend spine here. So make it a little bit more square. But just say if I wanted to change these colors or the color palette and maybe make it, turn it into a cooler kind of pattern, using blues or something like that, we could attempt to use color blends to do that and edit the color blend. So for example, I am going to start by changing the colors of some specific shapes here, namely the shapes on the corner. So I'm going to grab my group selection tool and change this orange to maybe a blue. So you can see that blend is working nicely there. And we'll change this orange to the same blue. Oops, didn't have the right thing selected there. That's great, and we'll change the pink to another cool color as well. This greeny color. Okay, so our end kind of columns are looking good, but I want to blend from this greeny color to our blue. So I can go ahead and select these colors all the way through here, and these colors all the way through here as well, and go to edit and edit colors and blend those colors horizontally. So it picks the extreme colors on the left and right and then blends them together. And you can see now I've got a blend between the green and the blue. And I just need to do the same thing down the bottom here. So I'll select all of these colors. It's kind of hard to do, might have to get up a bit closer. Select these, maybe I can do them all together like so, and then these ones in the middle. I'm going to go to edit and again edit the blend horizontally, and there we go. We've adjusted our color palette of our morph shape pattern.